Hello, my country people them. Today, na the 3rd of January 2020, when na Friday, and I don't can live as promised, for can play some audios them from Amber World, and also for give una my own personal opinions, analysis, and commentary. And also the audios them, they go feature the Amazonia General Nambere, and a bunch of confused and frustrated Amber fools. So as una join, una know the routine, una join, una share. Man past man don't already join me. And I want also make all our country people that know say this. So even though you watch this broadcast, after we don't go live, we record and leave them, you still get a responsibility for share and make the whole world know. So not only share them when you watch them live, if you can share them after the live broadcast itself, it don't finish. So now one thing that way I go back when I say me when I do them for we. So my country people then. I want for congratulate all the people that they want to join me. Kumba Blackleg, Andrew Lima, Zera von Belle. They don't join as well. And we don't already get over 57 people that they watch me live. And I know say we will obviously go up till we get over 200 live views, which is brilliant. And we'll continue for share, we'll continue for sensitize the general public on the ground for Cameroon, and we'll continue for do our thing. So, as I don't already talk today, now Friday, the 3rd day of January 2020. So, as we join, we share, Amber Chris, the watch. Amber Chris, thank you so much for joining. Continue for share. Teddy Njel don't also join. And Zera from Bele say the watch from Boya. Eyambe Johnson, hello to you too. Mbinzi Beyala Louis Bernard, hello to you too. Mesumbembong, I see you. Boya Martin also. Man past man, he say he watch with Chris Anu and Sako in the kitchen boiling plantain. Wonder. So don't already reach 3 digits. Thank you so much. My country people them gonna continue for the watch and share. And while when I the watch and share as well, I want for sure when on my screens. On my screen, I want for sure when one or two things and one or two latest news the way it don't pop up. So this individual is sent me this latest news from Mimi Mefo. It's the corpse of Amber fighter abandoned in Wotutu near Boya. The lifeless body of a man locals say was an Amber fighter has been abandoned in Wotutu in Fako division. Widely known as Shinarambo, the individual locals claim was a member of the Amber Restoration Forces Mayas, mean Amazonia terrorists. So was found dead after a confrontation between the military and Tole Amber boys on Sunday. Good news, brilliant. And then he said, no one has moved the corpse, a source explains, for fear of troops stationed in the area. Yes, when I leave the idiot, make it rotten for them, when I need council permission for go carry the food, the shit no wipe last give you a very shallow grave. You get lucky self say, maybe some person even cares self say, they for corner road. Nonsense. They don't shoot other people, them Amber boys, they don't bury people them alive inside forest for place where their family members they don't even know. So now when I continue with John Christian Nku, I see you. John Short, I see you. It not be possible for me for call all money name, but as when I see I'm na audios and that way I don't queue them up for playful now. Audios them the plenty. Now I don't queue them up plus pictures. I'll show now and then I go explain more about these pictures them. As when I hope so when I fit see them clearly on our screens, I will show now all this information as the presentation it go on. And as I don't already tell when this presentation it be featuring Amber, General Nambere, confused Amber fools, and also my own personal opinions and analysis. So when I continue, Angelique Amugu, I see you too, and also see all the other country people there. They don't join. Jonas Kweme, they also watch. Usmanu Dauda say they watch from Douala International Airport. Actually, wait. Honestly, Usmanu Dauda, do you work at the international airport? That is the question, because you're always at the international airport when I come live. Don't answer that question. It's rhetorical. Do not answer. I beg you. No answer you. Salome Nga, they also watch. And then also we get Alima Awudu. Hello to you too. And then we get George Bush, Pedro Campbell. We get a Wong Samuel Ekwoge. The watch with we. Make sure so you continue for share. Obviously, we get Vladimir Trump. Brilliant name. The watch. Yambe Johnson. Ewet Mpei Shoka Ebot. Jesus. Ted Angel, the watch from Canada. So, Unbeatable Noloa, don't also join we. When I continue for watch, when I continue for share. William Mbo, don't also join we. But, Mark, I tell you now one other thing, where it happened today. So, I would take when I go for this Facebook page as Nafisiam. The person where they on our screens, he named Dr. Success Nkongo. And he been a former Ambazonian, but where he done, what have I done? Okay, man, go back to Dr. Success in Congo, he profile. So I go encourage now all the black legs then for check this page from time to time. So what he don't post today, I go scroll all the way down for sure now. Some of the post them. So 57 minutes ago, Dr. Success in Congo a post. He say Aya Paul is the only former Supreme Court judge who spends 24/7 on the internet. Sign of chronic frustration and lack of direction. That is not the only post we post about Aya Paul. You get other posts them. I'll scroll down, I'll show you now. The next one we post them about 59 minutes ago. Dr. Success, what have I done? Dr. Success Congo talk say, PAP Justice for All and Aya Foundation of Aya Paul have no physical address or office in Cameroon. Frustrated man so. Okay, that's about an hour ago. And then, and before that, now wait till this way, Dr. Success Congo post them. He said, without Aya Foundation, Aya Paul will not be able to pay his rent. Justice for All's office was in my house in Yaoundé. So when I hear, he say the Aya Foundation, their so-called foundation, the office actually been for Dr. Success, a house inside Yaoundé. So, and then now about an hour ago as well, Dr. Success Congo, he post again, he talks today, so he say, I have over 100 proofs to show that Aya's foundation is a terrorist organization used by Ambazonians to buy and transport guns to ground zero. May we not understand the implication of this, of which way they talk about. So, Dr. Success Congo, we are waiting for the evidence that you have. And then Dr. Success Congo, it continue. It talks about an hour ago as well, it talks this so I never donated or promoted Aya Foundation because it's Aya Paul's profit-making organization. That is Aya's last hope. And I believe him. So Dr. Success Congo, he continue with another post about an hour ago. He say, Aya Paul Abine, who will never become anything in Cameroon again, is crying because his last hope, Aya Foundation, is finished. And then the reality that what Dr. Success Congo mean I say it is so. When the aircraft will land from Simalen International Airport for Yaoundé on New Year's Eve with Dr. Success, General Nambere, and about 17 other ex-combatants, them Amber boys, and the refugees where they don't start return back to Cameroon from Nigeria. That basically means the end of the so-called Aya Foundation, so-called charity organization. Make I explain for now what that one mean. In the law of economics, they get the law of demand and supply. Where there is demand, there will be supply. And all those kinds. So, for example, for these organizations, the way they call themselves, said they be NGOs, where they go out there asking for people to give them money, right? Like Aya Foundation or whatever, where they go out there asking people to give them money so that they can go and so-called do humanitarian work. If there are no refugees, if there are no people that you will feel sorry to give the money, and then that organization will cease to exist. So the only thing where it make Aya Paul and Aya Abine or whatever, they be relevant now because of the humanitarian situation where Ambazonia caused them. So Ambazonia was a blessing to the Aya Foundation. Aya Foundation, it become relevant just because say Ambazonia, it forced what people them into Nigeria as refugees. Okay, talking about refugees and another thing that way, I have a bone to pick with Cameroonians, and because they don't over piss me off with this thing. So today I don't write them down as spell them for sure now. Look, the word refugee comes from the word refuge. Refuge, where they spell the spelling there on our screen. R-E-F-U-G-E. Refuge. And if you want to spell refugee, you just add another E at the end of refuge. That's what you get when you spell refuge with an E, an extra E at the end. You get a refugee. Because I don't hear these amber fools and plenty, they call and say refugee, or refugee. What be refugee? Na refugee. Na refugee. May una understand that one. Now the way to this way una be take up then guns them for forest for protect una Anglo-Saxon so-called culture idiots. Una know how to pronounce the difference between refugee and una nonsense. Anyways, so may una understand that dynamic. Now why that way any effort where it go lead to the end of humanitarian suffering or humanitarian condition for Nigeria, it also mean that effort, it also mean the end of the Aya Foundation. So now why that way they go obviously fight tooth and nail for keep the people them for Nigeria suffering, so that Aya Foundation if you go ask people them for donations for money, now they una get to understand this one. Just like how Pache when now you supply guns, they give you millions of francs for you for buy guns, then guns and whatnot and cartridges them, send them for these amper boys and they go collect them for your house for Nigeria. If this ambassador nonsense end today, Pache will go out of business. So what incentive is there for Pache for make this thing and make una reason for ourselves, and then una get other actors the way that they benefit financially or otherwise because of this Amazonian madness. So where you go make them? I don't already explain for now. For example, if you've been a teacher, way you be the earn salary inside Anglophone zone and then they pay you one salary, but now you still collect the same salary and now you teach for another school, for Douala, for Bafoussam, for Bonda, for Yaoundé. You teach and then you make two salaries. What will be the incentive for that teacher for make Ambazonian madness stop? It's not there. And then you also been a principal for school for Kongsamba, for Mbunda, for Bafoussam, for Douala, for Yaoundé. What to be the incentive for you for promote peace, make the Ambazonian madness stop? When way you get more students for your school because they come from the Anglophone zone, they can't pay you bribes just to get admission, let alone the school fees where they go pay them. So there are a lot of people profiting from the suffering of our people, and now we get to understand that one, and then we go ahead for try for bring normalcy and bring back peace and all of these things then, because now we the lose at the end of the day. Now other actors them where they be out there very shady characters them, that they benefit from the suffering of our people them. Ayabacho Lucas they out there, Sakoi Koma, all these other people them. None of them don't ever talk say they go take their own damn gun, can't enter inside forest. No. But they go send now when picking them, when cousins, when relatives, they may they go die. Tapang Ivo, all of them, wait till Chris Anwima maybe they do for Yaoundé. It don't know road for Nigeria. Now where refugees, they don't start to come back from Nigeria into Cameroon. Make the refugees then they come back inside Yaoundé, just like how Chris Anu Mami Ebi. So what if the refugees they come, even if they don't go back from Cambe, they don't go back for Bati, but they don't go back for Manu. So what? They remain there inside Yaoundé. So what? No enough for the Chris Anu Mami be. If to say Yaoundé Nigeria it be better pass Yaoundé, why Chris Anu not be sending Mami and his sister for across for Nigeria? Make they go for the make Delta boys they give them very good welcome. Nonsense. Why isn't irrelatives enough for Yaoundé? So why they be against say me were refugees the way they did for Calabar, they did for other parts of Nigeria, they suffer for day. If the refugees they come back inside, even if they can't stay now for Yaoundé, so what? Anyways, Dr. Success continue. What was the last thing he posted? He posted some video. I go, okay, before that, I want to see this one where it talks. It's a frustrated hypocrites like Aya Paul Abine are crying because he uses the Aya Foundation to make money and to add his political rank. Not the reality that. Now the reality that way, Dr. Success is going to editor, and all we will get to open our minds, we get to open our eyes and see for ourselves. So now, I will play some video, and then okay, it's I have dealt with them. That's why they are agitating. Only defeated people threaten others' lives. I pity Amber fools or Ambazo fools. May we not understand? Now educated somebody this where it don't it revealed the truth to una, because back in the days when people like me, I be the talk, when I talk saying that because I be black leg because they don't pay me money or whatever nonsense where una be get to talk. But now person this way, it don't go on both camps. It don't see the reality. It tell una. Aya Paul and all these amber fools them, they be agitated. Now why that way they try all means for do everything for make the refugees they stay for Nigeria. Okay, the audios are coming, but my play for okay. Now the video this way, Dr. Success Congo, it be go live for Yaoundé. Just about an hour ago, I encourage every person where they watch for go for Dr. Success Congo page at the end of this broadcast. You go watch the video for them. I not go waste too much of my time because it already broadcast for today. I go try to share them. I will share the link into country people platform as well, so that when I go that gentleman where he talk to now one of the refugees the way it be there inside Nigeria they suffer for day due to the effort of Ellie Smith, Reverend Cardinal, to me, Dr. Success Congo, Nambere, myself, and a bunch of others where we don't work directly or indirectly in the foreground or in the background for trying to sensitize our general public to the extent where after years of preaching to them and talking to them, a lot of them they don't understand now to the extent where they don't physically go enter plane, fly, come them back inside Yaoundé. They did them fine. So now I go now into the real business affair where we come here for, and we go start with a bit of Kum Kum anthem where I'd be done already queue am up my contributor when I listen.
Hail, hail, hail the Kumkumasa, we the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror, and your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.
Thank you plenty my country people them. Today na Friday the 3rd of January 2020 and my name na Kumkumasa. I've been the king of all the black legs them. And today I don't come for give una a presentation and I go play for una some audios the way they come out from Amber World featuring Amber General Nambere and a bunch of confused, frustrated Amber fools. Obviously, I'll also give una my opinions, my analysis. So any person where they join this show, if you join whether now, make sure say you share them. And if you catch this live broadcast later on, after we don't already broadcast them, make sure say you also share them into every WhatsApp group, into every Facebook group, and also on your own timeline. Thank you plenty. So the audios, the way I be don't queue them up ready for play for now. I go first of all start by explaining which way it happened. Say this so at the beginning of this Amazonian madness, many of our people didn't even know how to approach this problem. But now, all we will know for a fact, say it is so, there are some things that we can do as individuals. So maybe we stop the laziness and start doing the things that we can do. Even if not just for like, comment, and share posts on Facebook, then so be it. Let's all put all hands on deck for eradicate this terrorism. Now a collective effort. So my country people them, as we now understand, on New Year's Eve, when now obviously the 31st of December 2019, Dr. Success Congo, Amber General Nambere, and a bunch of other ex-combatants and refugees, the way they come out from Nigeria, they be land for Somalia International Airport. And since then, we don't literally decapitate Amazonia and always be consumed in their forums right now. So they talk now about General Nambere and Dr. Success Nkongo. They don't even almost forget about President Paul Biya and myself, the Kunkumasa, the Chukuchuku in their kanda. But now they focus to talk about General Nambere and Dr. Success Nkongo, because now the new Chukuchuku, that now the new black legs as they call it, and now the newest enemies of Ambazonia. Because for Ambazonia, they don't get them no friends. All they have are enemies. So everywhere they look, they see enemies. So now I go play for now these audios them. I never arrange them in any particular order. Partly because I be making mistake. I be think say this, so I get a lot of time. As when I say, now time that for UK now. Time for UK is now still 24 minutes past 6. Because we there 1 hour behind. So I be advertised 7 p.m. So I forget say this, so my watch they 1 hour behind. So I try for hurriedly produce or prepare myself for the presentation. I be only get 20 minutes where I be think say I get 1 hour 20 minutes. I for arrange the audios them in such an order where they make sense, but I will just go and I will play the audios. I don't try to arrange them as much as I can. So when I listen to the audios them, and then when I understand the level of frustration a way it be involved in Ambazonia right now in all their forums, whether not on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, face to face, that they talk, they cry, they don't get no good news since April 2019. They don't get no good news. So all where they get now bad news. And as a result of that, they cry, it don't become so public. Such a way they don't feel hide them anymore. They publicly cry, say Ambazonia they fail, Ambazonia they crumble. They can see it before their own eyes. So the first audio, my contribute them. When I listen.
No problem. I see come. I see them na Yaoundé. I come. I can Lagos. Not be small for Lagos again. Any man want go again? Commit on me. Yes. Commit on me. So that one is a problem. Any man one can decide commit on me. So maybe check out. Yes. No, the odds they fine.
So obviously that one and the next few audios them na Nambere itself it talk as it talk to other Amber boys them way they did for Nigeria way Amber fools they call them ground one. The next audio now listen.
If na 20 soldier they do na 25 or na 30 soldier. This thing na something they talk say the war this will no matter on the truth for the war. It can't fight the war from now to the next 295 years. Ambazonia no win La Republic no win Ambazonia. But if you calculate me on one day, I be talking for a benefit, because today if you die, you don't die go. No man will do nothing if you have family. You are picking a suffer. Your mommy don't love you. So the only thing I feel like gonna say, the different plenty people don't die for our front. Our family they suffer, not business, not nothing. Or mommy they all they suffer. People they inside bush, they die any day. Now we make government do the one way if you do have, make all things be back at normal. So that more see how it will be. That was some more just shit also. Now wait till I tell you that. Yes. And they over pity people don't die, different people don't die. And I think they see that kind of thing, and then they get that journey struggle more for the suffer. Then the worst one again, I say, what we soldier they kill ourselves. No. Dog with the chair friend dog, na bad dog that no.
So that audio now also General Nambere where they talk, and they talk so now to other Amber boys than where they on the ground, whether not for Nigeria or for Cameroon. So may want to understand that one or two people they don't comment on that country people page where they talk today. So we hope say like how they see Nambere there for club in the chop or whatever they say. They hope one person say I hope he will produce the goods. So a lot of work is going on in the background. Like I don't tell Wuna, it's very difficult. It's very challenging for convince just one Amber boy. Just one for change. Just one. Now hard work, so it's a lot of work that we put in the background. Not in all team way with the broadcaster, not in all team. When they only seen the result after countless hours of hard work, talking, convincing. Sometimes they even spend financial assets for make sure say you convince the boys them, you reassure them, because before Kawa or any of the ex-combatants them, it won't drop your guns them. It be literally get to take your life It put them for our hands. It trust we with our life, with their lives. Now the situation that way they ask the Amber Boys them for being, say they go wholeheartedly trust you with everything they own. And it is not difficult to get that trust. So, for General Nambere, Dr. Success Kongo, even Ellie Smith, His Eminence, Cardinal Toomey, and His Royal Highness, Dr. Dion Gute, the Prime Minister, and all the other people, the way they do countless hours, they put in a lot of effort in the background to achieve the results we want to see today. It's not easy. Because it is so for destroy something, it be easy. But for build something, it be very difficult. I don't explain for una the process for build a house. Before, I don't tell una how, maybe you go, just for think for your head before you even start put pen to paper. And maybe in a 1 year process, before you go buy the piece of land, before you get the planning permit, before you draw the plan, go get the permission, the sign and give you, before you go find a bricklayer, you go find a carpenter, you go find this plumber, you go do this, before now you can't start lay bricks, before you can't start lay the cement foundation, before you can start the lay and brick by brick by brick by brick, before you think about the rafter, before you think about the roofing, before you can think about plastering, painting, before you think whether you go put chairs or bed, other kind of thing them. Maybe 5-6 years later, your house never be completed, but it could take Amber Boy 5 seconds for throw away petrol for the light matches, burn the whole thing down. Because for destroy, it be easy. And now what that way Ambazonians they do. For destroy Cameroon, it be easy. For Mark Barretta, Tapang Iva, Ayabacho Lucas, for take phone, call people, them make the vex, get them onto the streets, riot, get them into the bushes, them with Dane guns, them for go to kill our family members. Them. It was easy, but even that, it take them more than a whole year of propaganda, misinformation, of drumming in fake news, false information, day after day after day for about a whole year before they radicalize this, picking them to the level where they are in now. For de-radicalize them, it not go be easy. It go take a lot of work. So me when I not only she don't for them to talk say, I hope Nambere it go produce the results. Nambere needs your help to produce the results. Dr. Soxon Kongo needs your help for produce the results. So when he make a post, he put them on your page, share them. Trust me, they don't pay ye for make that post. No man don't pay ye. They no get no obligation to no person for make that post. No person, they need to tell Nambere waiting for talk. No person need to tell Kawaya and waiting for talk. Even me, when I call them, when I hear how we converse live, the conversation, the flow, no I say we don't pre-plan something or whatever. No, it be na difficult work. So me when I understand this, so Nambere it do it best now, and they don't realize their mistakes them. And we too will get for understand. So we too will make mistakes. Number one mistake where we will make them now say time where Tapang I will be go talk. Say me to go break open prison for Bamenda, for Mbengui and all the other places. Them move hardened criminals, them rapists and murderers, put them onto Una streets, give them guns and then give them titles like generals. Time where they will talk that one, time where they will feed our boys them propaganda, misinformation, other information. The question is, where were you? Who's our leaders then for our community? Where were they? The chiefs, the youth leaders them, the community leaders them, the mayors, the parliamentarians them, the senators them, where were they? Now the question that way you get to ask yourself as an individual, that you failed your country, you failed your youths. But it's not too late. Now at the right time to make amends. We must march fire. We must reverse this brainwashing, fake news. We must stop being cowardly. We must stop being sheepish. And we must take the bulls by the horn. Say, yes, it not be too late. We can still rescue some of the boys. Absolutely. Some of them need to be neutralized or kumkumized. Now the reality that, but there are still a vast majority of them that can be saved. And those that can be saved, let us try to save them. Now, all that. So, me when I listen to the audios them, after Nambere talk, I don't know me which order the audios they come in, but I think the first 4 audios in the Nambere, and then after that, it will become now the Amber Fools that go start talk now when I go hear their frustration, and then I go show una this picture where I go, wait, una give me 1 second. This picture on our screens right now. Now, some of the people, the way they will return back on that flight on New Year's Eve, I go explain for una. And me, I not go even explain for una. There is an audio in this phone where it go explain this picture for una. So una stay tuned. There's a lot more juicy information to follow. Una stay tuned because I get a lot more. The person for the audio where Amber Folk will leave them in their WhatsApp group, it go explain a lot to una where una go then understand them. And then I will tell una the avalanche effect. I'll tell una about the avalanche effect. I will plan to this, so I will give una that presentation on its own on another day. But I think that today I will just tell una where the avalanche be and the avalanche effect, because I never really plan the presentation. I will think for my head time I will drive earlier today. Things say this, so I can't make a whole presentation about the avalanche effect, but I will talk about that one at the end of this presentation, or at the end of when we don't listen to all the audios them. So more audios from Amber. Well, when I listen, this one is still Nambre. I think I'll play 2 more when I Nambre, and then after that na Amber Force. Now listen.
Every 10 people, 20 people, 50 people where they want to join you. When I deal with about Calabar and worst place, tell me so not already be together. When I call Lagos, when I do Lagos, when I reach Lagos, same person can pay on a hotel. Yes, from Lagos now, we make on a Nigeria ID card now, they pay on a flight. Or we go Abuja, from Abuja now, they'll make we laissez passer, or we come out Cameroon. We come out for here, they make we animal small shares, get animal small bundle. Where if you take care of yourself. Yes. And so the thing, having a refugee the way you know them, all them. Yes. If you gather even at 50 people, tell them, say, ask me, General Nambera, they will form a no man of fear. A day. Yes. Just that kind today, one day, if you reach 5 days, we don't see Prime Minister and President, we don't finish talk with them. Then now, me and you will talk. I'll tell you the particular day, but I don't get off to 1 more year. January, not finish with me in particular for year. Yeah, then another people they be ready for come way. They come on they prepare on the 15th, they start on the 17th. So just put that date there for your head. Yeah. Maybe by force, the number tell you say you must go show some man, you must go turn black. Like nah, the thing I say, don't fight again. That's a question mark. Don't fight again. Make government think something if you do about your life. Will be important, that's it.
Thank you, plenty, my contributor. That one, as now understand, na Nambere, the talk. I see, una feel understand what the talk say so. Wait to wait the Cameroon government require of the Amber boys them. Nobody na say me they turn black legs, they become traitors or whatever. They go show us how their camps they and all those kind of things them. The government just want them to stop the madness. Drop your guns. Then we'll get some peace. Even the one the way they did for forest now will not necessarily want for go out there for go kill them. That is the reality. Sometimes the way me, I don't even locate Amber Camp. I tell Cameroon military when I go kill them, then that. They said na the president, na President Paul Biya, president. They tell na inside Cameroon military, they call President Paul Biya say bishop. They call it say na Reverend Bishop. Say that man don't like blood. But na ye they hold the Cameroon military. They hold them back, say they pull them back, say me they no go. Now the reality that because he no really want a legacy for be bloody. Now the truth that. So why if na person like me be there for that presidency, I swear if we don't wipe the beginning and finish at all. Now the reality that way when I don't understand. So when I don't hear from Nambere yourself and now it talk to all the Amber boys, they might tell when the reality. Even the Amber boy the way they go tell IG say, no, yeah, Nambere don't call me. It is that. No, I don't believe them. That Amber boy they just talk for that people then for IG so that me they no send other Amber boys, they can't kill them. But in the way all them they listen as I make this live broadcast, so the Amber boys they listen. Ma tell my contributor. Now why that way we must mash fire for share them into your personal profile, and by that extension, other Amber boys who are friends for your Facebook account, they go see them. So I want to give a special shout out to our black leg for here where you name na AB Moon. AB Moon don't understand the essence of this black legism. It don't encourage all man for share because sharing not the thing that way we need for do for decapitate Amazonia for bring them down to naught. So AB Moon, and thank you so much. I don't see all the good work where you did see where you did do and you don't encourage all man, and I don't just see them you post say this, so they don't already share more than 500 times in less than 1 hour. I thank you so much. While last broadcast they be sharing 577 times. That is massive compared to the other one about the 2 or 3 broadcasts back. They've only shared about 230 something times. We still managed to get over 7, I think it was 9,000 views. So just imagine if we continue for share it hit 1,000. See how many more people will go involve them into the platform. So now my country people them, shout out to AB Moon. AB Moon, you are amazing. E.T. Chocolate and all the other Black Legs and all the other patriots the way they did for here. We are amazing. We love our country, and that is beautiful. So the next audios now when I go hear the frustration for Amber, the frustration for the Amber Fools them, and they are crying. They are crying in their WhatsApp groups, face to face. And the worst thing is that they know that there is not much they can do about it because their fake news doesn't work anymore. Their propaganda doesn't work anymore. And one of the reasons it doesn't work anymore is because you have people like myself, country people. You have all the other people, them. You have Mesumbe Mbong. You have Ichi Chocolate, AB Moon. You get Kawa Yannick. You get even Agent Mike Bralter and We Love You Cameroon and other platforms them. All these people them favor pass. Yes, they shared information there and then we spread our own message as well. So it becomes increasingly difficult for Amber for just say what they want to say or do what they want to say. The playing field is not tilted in their favor anymore because we don't galvanize our own followers, our own people then for create Facebook accounts and come online and with the mash fire, yes, like Michael Haddison, they don't talk with the mash fire and it being a top sharer. And then we also share our own opinions, we also share our own posts, we also create our own content, we also impact the discourse. Now, so as I tell you now we, the Black Legs, they dictate the discourse on social media as far as this Ambazonian nonsense be concerned. Now we dictate. Many people they come on country people on a regular basis, on a day in or hour by hour basis. For can't see where to go on and waiting for post and waiting for talk about. Me, I don't notice them and I know how it flow. Even if you go for Mark Barretta now, when was the last time he went live? Last time where Eric Tato be go live, if they talk for some person way there for whether na Equatorial Guinea or na Gabon or whatever. Eric Tato don't really just totally the let go of this nonsense because they don't see and say this, so it's a sinking ship. They don't they talking about say some correspondent they call from Ouagadougou or some nonsense like that. It not even there for the Amber nonsense anymore. Now small order they withdraw. If you look at even Yannick Sikot, it don't withdraw. They still even going live talk about this thing because the confusion even amongst them is too much. And if you look at all the other activists, just today, so I go for Prince J.K. This thing, and they apologize for something we be talking about because they plan to do some lockdown or some kind of stupidity like that. And for that lockdown, they don't even agree amongst themselves. They don't even agree which date for go do the lockdown. And I love the lockdown because every time when they do lockdown, guess what? More Amber boys they die. So I love it. They do lockdowns, we kill them. Because if they do lockdowns, the fools they must come out from their hideout, try for come, enforce the lockdown. And as they come into the town, they get confrontation with the military. What do you think would happen? They die. So the more lockdowns they have, the quicker we go eradicate them. The more they kidnap our people, then the quicker the people turn against them. So every strategy where they don't ever use them, it backfire against them. So I like it. For the past 2-3 months where they never do lockdown, I was in serious pain. Now when they talk to the one can do lockdowns, I love it because now when I go see them with my own eyes, now see the so-called generals them as they go to fall like flies. So now when I listen to the Amber Fools, them when I know when I countryman, I don't digress more, go past Mark, but we'll fit there here till tomorrow if needs be. So now listen.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. This Monday, so really need to try all means to stop here. Because if we not stop it, we will finish the entire generation. For almost all soldiers, they will then
Una ye.
Because as days they go on, now the way I see the talk with me, now the way they talk with different soldiers.
Yes.
We get boys in for Calabar plenty. Where they stranded. Senior man, I don't know why these people there for Jasper, I don't know why they do things so a boss man. I don't know. Because soldiers them, good soldiers them they plenty for ground 0 year, for ground 1 year. We then they stranded. They stranded. Soldiers, I get about like almost 15 soldiers. They contact me, contact people. Then there's someone in the Calabar, someone in the Ecom. Then they stranded, nothing. Then if this kind of thing they happen so now, the kind of people then that's way number it will convince them and it will talk with some of them. So we really need to do things for so if we help the people where they live really for free homeland, senior man. Because if we not do and so like you will see and say this struggle would only go now back and back and back. Soldiers then they where they be prepared, they don't swear oath with their lives for free homeland, but they fool them. They can collect materials from ground one. But when they will reach here, they stranded them. No be so they do things. No be so. Soldiers then they where anything can happen to them at any time. People then we presently now hold the top. Only this night and not sleep. Only cause the coming. Soldiers they stranded. If they go touch person 18, they will say they don't come out for that side, can't thief for this side. Why this one? I want people to just go and yes. You know they good. Things are happening, senior man, I beg. No really sitting with you now God give power.
When I don't hear no, that one the Amber boy where they cry. It's I see they talk now, so it get more than 17 Amber boys where they there on the ground inside Nigeria. They be stranded. Because say people they did for white man country, they don't tell them lies. Say me they go for Nigeria, they go send them money, they go send them reinforcement, materials or whatever. They go remain for Nigeria, they be stranded. Wait when I think that they chop. Just imagine you, my country people, no matter who's way you day. Just imagine, say you now, so you just woke up, come out for your own house today now, so just go Nigeria. Just go, she don't for they wait. They wait, me different man send you money. Which job you get? How much? Even if you be carrying a how many million francs? My talk say even if they give you now, so they give you 6 million francs. Say me you go Nigeria. How long you think say 6 million it go survive you for Nigeria? Where you go for the rent, feeding, transportation, and then boredom. You don't get nothing where they do for sustain you. Even at 6 million, how long you think that one will last you? And then imagine now better be there for Nigeria for more than 14 months. 14, I mean 1 and 4. 14 months where be there for Nigeria. It the wait. Make IG send me materials. Make IG send me guns or whatever. They never ever send them. And then now we don't drop your guns them. They don't suddenly they talk say this so they go send them. They go send them. They go send them. Time where we not be even they collect the best money in we not hold an Ambazonia madness. We not be give the picking the guns, the materials where we not promise them. Now where all money I don't open. All money sense don't come. No money they donate for Ambazonia anymore. Their revenue, it don't shrink by more than 75%. Now Ambazonia no fit boast of 1/4 of what they make them in revenue. If you go back 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, they no fit boast 1/4. Now that time that way money no day, where they think say they go give the boys them what way they need them. Madness. So when I listen for the next one, my country people then.
Good morning, house, please. When I listen to this audio, then we get fight at them for ground one. Plenty where Nyambere they try for convince her. Me they go your own day. Please for house. Whether they fight at them now, but the fight at the way people they tell them they go for ground one, they will give them materials. But they go reach up ground one, they frustrate. The boy they did it for they frustrate. So I get one person for the way now. He give me all this information. So I beg, if we do something, try for convince this boy then me they come back for ground zero. So the boy will now for call because Nyambere they see plan for go back for the ground one, go pick, take them all, go again, go it for your own day. You see this audio now listen up. So if we try for do something, me this boy then come back for ground zero. Because they be willing for come back for ground one. I just frustration make them they day for ground one day as they be go then as they some leader they be send them they go for them, they will send them material. The wrong ratio they now they be frustrated, they just leave the boy and they don't give no material. That's why that you see most of them said they the one go they Nyambere try for convince and say na army the way he be the fight war with the way don't be he don't know them. He don't know that just because they be frustrated for ground one day. So I beg house. I don't send them for all over. I don't send them. I only send them for Secretary Chris. I send them Mr. Siva. I don't Siva. Minister Siva. I don't send them for you. I don't send them for people that I beg for any group where Dr. Sako did our President Sako when I don't say they support President Sako. I don't send them for them. I beg if we join hand, or we join hand at the send them for all groups them. Even for this county head them too. I will send them for them. Me will struggle if we join hand bring these boys and back for ground zero, then it will be better for we than more leave I mean Yambere go convince and take them carry and go Yaoundé. Because they did that for them. Now one of them willing so open up call so they tell we say nothing this way day. So I beg one more try for do something.
Una yeah,
try
it
for
beg.
do something. All the group that I don't send out for day, I'll beg me they try for do something. I will still send out for different groups. And when I don't say that group, then they did not under President Sako. Please, wanna take care.
So my contributor, when I don't hear that woman, it beg, and now una understand how this whole Ambazonian thing now all about fake news, propaganda, misinformation, and lies. I don't tell una that one. Una they hear now it beg, it talks it so number it convince fighters them, and it talks it so the fighters the day for ground one they frustrate for them because the people they promise them say me they go Nigeria, go wait for they go send the materials them, and they no ever send them. So now themselves they talk them. No, now we the talk them because if me I can't talk today, so I think that way it happen in Ambazonia. Many of the boys, I don't tell when I say many of the boys that don't run the day for Nigeria. Some people they say fake news. Okay, now Ambazonia they tell una say most the majority of the Amba boys the way they still even get the notion said they be Amba boys. They in Nigeria. They not there on the ground inside Cameroon. They in Nigeria. I tell una the reality that. So now that woman that Eddie talks today, so Eddie beg, say me they do something because if they leave, I'm not better go succeed for convince all the boys them. Now the reality that now they cry, they beg. Now listen to the next one.
Hello, sister. Good morning. Yes, I come to you this morning, but this one, voice make you go just share them now for the frontline leader.
Voice make. Now wait, they call them. This voice make the share them for the frontline leaders. We continue now. Listen.
Before I say make a secretary for defense, make it get this comment, make it hear this audio with the one where I go join them, send them for you. I beg listen them. Take time for listening them. You see, we see this were people for diaspora. What way did they do? As this boy they complain, not fine. They talk for fighters, they make it go for ground one. They go give you material, come back. Time where they go ground one, they know they give you material, they just leave you, just stay for this. So now so it go just stay for the go be 5-6 months a day. They tell you say make it wait. So this kind of thing not fine. If man say get material for game for fighter, make it call the fighter. If he see say material no they make it not talk for man say make it go for ground and go with him. Now why these fighters them go stay there so they go be desperate. Now that time we man like number they go come now with the money where La Republic don't give you, can't convince them, take them go back like refugees or take them go make like say na fighters them. You see, this kind of things so it's not fine. I get plenty the boys them where they there for gram one where they be
plenty.
They be simply go there now for go take material come back fight.
Plenty.
You go there, they just convince them say make they go there, they go take material come fight. They go they can't reach today the material, they're not the same the material. And when I see say this war there so enough today will finish. Enough today will finish because we are not get no other option where you want them for your mind past this fighting. And he believes say army, I think say for according to he this he say army go win we and no. But now so as he say, Mr. Bia want crush all of we. He want burn the whole Amazonia. He want kill we.
Nonsense.
So take the last man standing. As we two we stand say we go,
Exactly.
we go fighting the last man standing.
Yes.
We don't stand say he go
Now
kill
so.
we to the last man standing.
Yes.
So we don't over talk about funding of the. We deceive the reality. The reality for the ground zero. We see say these boys them they don't decide for fight. They don't decide. Look, make wanna see what we feed marshal. Even feed marshals, if you get material, if you get funding, if we fund feed marshal, you go do the work. You want go do the work.
Idiots.
Yes, because they tell me what.
Okay, make a silent that fool, and I give you now my opinion. So wait till he talks today. So he get plenty boys them where they inside Nigeria. They go for that. They go wait 6-7 months where they promise them. They promise them say they go send the material. They go do this and they no ever do them. The question for one of my contributors now say, are you guys telling me that these fools did not know that was a problem? Now only until General Nambere start convince the boys them, say me they drop their guns them before they realizing a problem. No, of course they always knew it was a problem. Time when General Nambere we can't make that video. It talks say Ambazonia when a bad pass Paul Biya, when a bad pass Cameroon government. Time we can't talk where Sarko come try for make me they arrest me they kill you for Nigeria and all those things. When I know the audios them, when I don't see the videos them, since several months ago these things that start happen, they knew about it. But because they be so self-centered, they don't even try to address their own problems. And now people in this way, they want to be now when leaders, when president or whatever. So now it talks to this. So if you no get material for give the picking them, no promise the materials, no tell them, say me they go for Nigeria, go wait for you. That one again, a stupid strategy. You know why? Because Ambazonia it be based on lies and propaganda and misinformation. So if the boys, if you no get material and if the picking they can't complain for you, say they need material, you tell them, say sorry, I no get them. Una wait inside Cameroon. What do you think that the picking they will do? They will drop the guns them, go them for farm, become ordinary civilians them, and start do their normal things them. And they go start think about DDR center. They go start think about dropping their guns. So in order for keep the boys them motivated and hopeful, say Ambazonia could be a reality. Now hopeful where they try to make them be hopeful. They lie to them. They tell them, say, no. Just go Nigeria. Just go ground one. Go wait. I go send them. And then they continue for lie them before you want to say and they begin run there for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. So lie. Because they know them, say, if they tell the truth not their enemy. And sooner or later, the lies, they could be revealed. So Ambazonia, it be caught between a rock and a hard place. So they know the truth now say the end of Ambazonia, like Ambazonia, they don't start talking and say they be not their own worst enemies because the lies where they tell them, it backfire on them. And the truth, not their enemy. So they be caught up between a rock and a hard place. They cannot tell the truth. And the lies are deadly and dangerous to their own so-called Ambazonia, to their cause. So now, after this guy, what they call him Nambere, he don't stay for Nigeria 14 months. I count and so I get now only 10 fingers. My country people them. I get only 10 fingers. 10 fingers. It not be enough for count how many months Nambere don't stay for Nigeria. You need to add 4 more fingers on top for understand how long Nambere don't stay for Nigeria. They wait. They wait. And it not be even just the wait from an ordinary person saying maybe Yannick could be promising or John Akuru or the other Yannick, the Batbo man, Momo man, not the Sikot Johnson or whatever. No be now some village clown Franklin Vella be promising. No, now the so-called president. So-called president of so-called Federal Republic of Ambazonia, na Sako Ikome himself, he be promised Nambere, say he go give you guns, and he tell you say make it go for Nigeria, go wait. He go for there 14 months later, he no get. So if their own so-called president, if he do that one, just imagine how much deep shit Ambazonia be in. Just imagine how much deep motor where Ambazonia they in. They cannot tell the truth. They can only tell a lie. And the lie can only satisfy them for a short while before it expire. Like that thing where the Buko Shino can't talk, say, what next lie can we say today? Oh yes, let's go and broadcast that American government has given Cameroon 72 hours. Let's go and tell that lie. They go talk the lie, knowing them fully well. They knew 100% say in 72 hours that lie it go expire and it go become clear and glaring and obvious. Say it is so they talk na lie. 72 hours later, and after the 72 hours, they start thinking about another lie to tell. And that is all way to way Ambazonia be all about. Maybe we not understand that one. Now lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. And as soon as you discover say that one a lie, they move on to another lie. They fabricate another something and they make up another lie. And then before you want to know it, Nambere don't stay for Nigeria 14 months. Nambere actually get the longest fuse in the world, because even na me, I know for stay for Nigeria 14 weeks, let alone 14 months. Yeah, 14 weeks now, only 3. What have they talk? Over 3 months? If man promised me something, say go and send them for you, 1 month later, you still never send them. You think say I will still there for them, they believe in you, they hope? I could just know say you been a thief. That is it. 1 month later, you still never deliver them. And then I wait another 10 times that. You still never deliver them. And then I continue the wait. Say they charm me na charm, like Mark Barretta be talk, they charm una. They charm una. You continue to believe them, even though they don't demonstrate them for you. Time and time again, say they are liars. But anyways, ma play the next audio for una, make I not go too far. Una listen.
Again, they don't go shit for Nigeria for close to how many months? 6 months, they don't go to them for day. The police don't be there for close to 2 years now. He and Nambere almost the same time. But around the Nambere and Nambere, all them they sleep, all them they sleep for one house. For UB 40, they stay all them they sleep for one house.
So my contributed them this audio it be related to these guys the way they did on the screen. I will play the next one for, and then I'll come back to that audio when I listen. So now it go talk, the person will go talk, it talks to me when I listen to these audios them. This next person will go talk these audios them. It will talk about these guys the way they arrive from Smalen Airport on New Year's Eve. When I listen.
So I put another circle. Any man, man will come back. They will know the face. Now Sammy Black, Sam. We will drive taxi, even a old indicator for a kelebe them. So after we don't go for this, Sam no be fighter. After we Sam don't go for now any Kumba man, we see Kumba man, we don't rock Kumba. We know Kumba, no K-Town. They will know as Sam that to Sammy Black. Yes, they have the day for Bakali Church, Kali for this is Sacred Heart. They have it for around Sacred Heart Day for Kali this in. If they follow, it don't go Avang. He walk Avang, he don't go Avang. They clear. Ila come back and la end. They stay for UB 40 years for Wood Nambere and 4 other fighters. They directly man way for back the picture for Bakiyet Korobo. They call it Pitu. If you been a late General Ivory rider.
Una no?
And now I don't see the video. I don't discover all the picking the way. And the picking they don't go aim for ground one day and Nambere they call them. They did them 4. They did Pitu, Mentor, Papi, and Benson. Yes. So one day he camp, the one way he were red up. They call it Benson. We be red. It is for back police. They call it Benson. Police they track back. They call it Benson. They picking them. This Samina. Oh, Wandong. Yes. Where he don't go, he take. It work at the only juju people them for kind money them for say they want to make them travel. They can't put it don't go stay for a while for long. For day, I recognize very well. I recognize 6 fighters them for inside the 6 fighters them.
Una
6 people. I put number inside 2 say na 5 because I put in a either a scam. If na scam, na 5 fighters that I recognize. If number no be counted, na 5 fighters that I recognize. I don't watch the video now fine. But inside that delegation, they be give a be 7 of them. That's 8 of them. But 2 people then the way they no go. 2 people where they run them. They
does that thing there so yeah they clear. 2 people they do it, they no go. And I 2 them are 2 picking them and they no ever go when I then tell me the whole thing.
So now if you understand now, one of the Amber Fools them where it tell una in all confidence, even if una when they watch me now, whether una believe it or not, ma tell una the reality now say this audio now ye leave them inside the Amazonia WhatsApp group. So the inside the Amazonia WhatsApp group, they know the truth, they know the reality. Say now ex-combatants and that, say now former Amber boys than that. Now ye circle this picking them so, and then it talk about them. He get more for talk about this picking them when I listen.
In the first picture, I have oh Kumbaman, no face not ever Kumbaman on one. The first peripheral of front, we get a Korobo, we get the river so they call it a Pitu. If you don't be a late general, a rider, a personal rider. Now, if you now watch video, them who will be never ride general Ivo. Now this small man now will see. Now follow this other man for back. For this first picture, this other one will read the peripheral to read. They request a Benson. Yes, they request a Benson. Then 2 na fight at them.
You not here?
And I'm very carry beginning so can make them frustrated and go leave them for Nigeria. They don't fool them stay. You don't take them go down for Yaoundé.
Yes. So when I don't hear neither it confirm say this one them where they land from Simalen on New Year's Eve na former Amber boys. So it be glaring. Say Amber boys that they drop their guns. Back in the days time where we will be the talkam, we will be the show them Kawaya Nick. They say fake Amber boy. They say this, they say that. But I will come back to that. I'll come back. I can't tell when I wait the avalanche mean. The avalanche effect. So now, it get another audio. Now listen.
The other 2 them. Na mentor and papi.
Now yeah, these 2.
The first 2 them with the other 2 them, they come up all them for one camp. Yes. Na mentor and papi, this are the 2 them for them. Oh, I'm better.
Okay.
Again, they don't go shit on for Nigeria for close to how many months? Now 6 months, they don't go to them for day. But police don't be there for close to 2 years now. He and Nambere, almost the same time. But the other they in Nambere, all them they sleep, they sleep for one house. For UB40, they stay they sleep for one house. They do other things, so Nambere take that picking them. The one the way they deny Nambere send you one and say me they go try for key that one.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
We don't take the one they not take and wrong with them. They take people that picking and go deliver them. The name of they'll give them 20 million.
Which 20 million? That is another lie. Now listen.
Nambere you will sleep say I believe with the swear the mail.
Now better to sleep inside climatize, when I sleep inside mosquito, malaria, chuku, and all kinds in them. The woman not there for your corner. When I suffer, now better they bien, it is see picking them, it they fine. So when I don't see them now the reality that now when I don't hear how they cry so tears they come out because they don't see them. The end is here. They don't see them for themselves. Say it is so. No more propaganda, no more fake news, no more misinformation. They see them as ministers inside Cameroon. See. Dignitaries, ministers inside Cameroon, and they shake hands with former Amber boys. Do you know what the meaning of this picture be for send them out there, distribute them all over the world? Let every single Amber boy see them. At the end of this broadcast, I go post this picture on Country People page, and I want every single person for share that picture until blood come off of your fingers. Them share them until every single Amber boy see them, and we go share them too on WhatsApp. We go share them on Twitter, on YouTube. Make every single Amber boy see him. Say na Amber boys and that, because say even if the Amber boy nobody believe, say they so Kawaya Niki be being an Amber boy because he never ever see Amber boy for himself. He never ever see Kawaya Nick himself. But all of them go don't see at least one of this one, at least that one, at least that one, at least that one. At least all of them, they don't see General Nambere. So there is no way anymore for them for understand or for deny. Say it is so Amber Boys they need to drop their guns. There is no way for them for deny anymore. Say it is so the real Cameroonians then, because at the beginning of this thing on New Year's Day and yesterday because on New Year's Eve this picture they take them now on New Year's Eve. So as these pictures they will come out there, that video will come out there, a lot of them will go out there, they try to do what Amber Fools do best, for spread fake news, propaganda, misinformation. They talk today, so no, now fake news, no, now actually Nigerians them say, now the lies that way they will try for talk them. They try for talk today, so now scam, they try for talk today, so say Nambere don't possibly use Nigerians, and now the lie that way they be one for can't talk them. Say this picking they no be actually Cameroonians, then they lie, say now possibly Nigerians them. But of course, the reality now said themselves inside their WhatsApp group them. They share and they talk say no. Na Amber Boy that and no ye name na this. Ye house dinner for here. Ye papa there for here. He don't stay for Nigeria for as long as Nambere and no the picking so where they get korobo with baby for chin. He say he be being a personal driver for General Ivo. This Ayabacho go know this guy personally. So the pain where this food they feel it's unmeasurable. The pain is unbearable. The pain where it is inside Amazonia right now so is incredible. Now the reality that they are in pain. No mind the small post the way that they can post them from time to time for they wipe their tears before they even see place. We can't make that small post there. May we not understand. May we not continue for match fire. We need for instigate their madness. We need for antagonize them. We need for belittle them. We need for crush them. We need for make them understand that this thing that nonsense it don't end, it don't fail. I go continue. So when I don't see the pictures them, I don't show them for when I on big screen. When I see the picking their face and everything, when I hear how they cry, they talk about say Nambere don't betray them, all this kind of nonsense. There is no way they can deny anymore. Say Amber Boys need to drop their guns. It's not possible. That way will be showed them Kawayanik over and over and over again. They will go talk one lie or the other. Chris Ann will even go for American I forget that in Africa, whatever, some program where we go to they talk today, so no, Kawayanik be being an ex-Cameroon military. Can you imagine that stupid fool with the nonsense lie where even 5-year-old fit debunk him? Yeah, right. Okay. So now my contributor, the next audio when I listen.
At the great old man for inside ground zero, good evening. Or wherever you dare across the world. My mother. At the great old man for inside ground zero, good evening. Or wherever you dare across the world. And I'll be happy. Why?
Why?
Because the ground zero forces them, our Amber Boys them, our self-defense forces,
yeah, lie.
our military people there for ground zero, where they fall under the ground zero defense council and the Amazonian military forces, two major defense platforms on ground zero, where it bring together commanders them, generals them, and fighters them, where they help we for send away French Cameroon terrorism away from our land. I'm very happy to say they don't collectively decide for do it, for put the same date for lockdown when February 7 to February 12.
So that one, as I be tell Una, say the plan for do so-called lockdown, whether than 7 to 12. Why they not extend it longer than that? Why? Because the longer the lockdown be, the more Amber Boys will kill them. So I am not actually happy. Please, Amber, extend and make them from the 1st of February itself. That would be good. Make them 12 days. Make them 12 days so-called lockdown. Can hear for Amazonia now, good news, breaking news. Now say the so-called restoration forces them. They don't come together. Yes, now Mark Barretta died the talk. Now they say the good news for Amazonia now say the so-called restoration forces them. They don't decide for come together and put the same date for lockdown. Just imagine. Why is that? Now, because they be so divided, they be so splintered and in their various cliques and their various camps where they know they agree with each other, so much such that the infighting, it don't be so tense and so catastrophic to an extent where for them for just agree on the same date, it become breaking news. Ambazonia has agreed to do something on the same date. Can you imagine? That is how hilarious and how stupid the whole thing has become. I'm not telling you the reality. I say, I don't see the picking them, the so-called restoration forces on the ground where they don't put out that information, say this so they could get locked down. But Chris Anu, when the so-called communications guy for so-called interim government, he never broadcast them and he no agree to the date. So Chris Anu, the camp can announce his own lockdown on a different date. Now what did that way to happen? Either Chris Anu go bow down to wait the way the Amber Boys they talk on the ground, because the Amber Boys them on the ground, they want to make this decision on these dates them. They no consult no so-called IG. They no consult no person in the diaspora. They should run them. For themselves, they decide, say this, so they go do this. They no consult no person. Now the reality that. So they don't tire for they listen to the lies the way they come from diaspora and they do their own things then. So now wait that way, Mark Beretta will come begin laugh, they talk as if not breaking news. Okay, when I listen to the other audio.
Maybe you know if you understand one or two things now, because if you look these 4 soldiers, the way they mark their face, they are my soldiers from Kumba.
Yeah.
These are my soldiers, and Nambere has betrayed me to a level that I will not say more, and I will not say something that people must hear. Like you contact me directly, my brother. You get as be now, be say 2 person no go fit no. They say 2 do guy man go do guy yo. You get at the level don't go the level way. You get as be now to just do what person supposed to do. Man die now, be say don't die. Get as be. Now my soldiers, as I tell you, those 4 faces, Markham, those are my boys. When Nambere carry them from Nigeria here. Go Yaoundé. Those are my boys as I'm talking to you. A boy, get a CB. This now Amazonian 2 join them. No be na phone. Even when number every day will say where general I will put it for say. Now me I have to talk with number with general I will for the number will say. As the number don't deserve to take people they are soldier them, take people they are small boy and they will give them and kill them. I said the soldiers see that shall die. And any person waiting for Amazonia and the most be in fact he won't pay back.
Just okay. So now that one now it confirm them. So now one of the Amber generals or whatever, where they inside one of the Amber groups them, where Mark Pareta did the Eric Tato did the Tapang Ivo and all these other people that they call themselves big Sakoi Comedy inside that group. Okay, where it talk say it they so me obviously me too are they inside the group where it confirm them inside that group say they so now my soldiers in that way Nambere don't take and go for Yaoundé. No 2 ways about it. So there is no other way. Even if Amber Fools, the one can post anything now on Facebook. The truth now say they know the reality. The reality where it be now say the Amber boys are dropping their guns in their numbers. Now the reality that. So no matter anything where they can't talk them again, no matter how they tie face, they can't post some fake news on Facebook or whatever. The truth is that they know the reality. They know, say we are winning and we are winning fatly. And now why that way their hand, their finger, it heavy for type that thing, say winning fatly anymore. They cannot say it. It heavy for them for talk, for make those stupid videos, the way they make a wata, the way them day, kelebe, sabuana, sikibini, and all that nonsense where they make them. Then they cannot do it anymore. Because they know, because they are demoralized. They are demoralized. They know the truth. They know the reality. So now, when I listen to the next one, I get now only 2 more audios them, and then I go come explain when the avalanche effect and the part where all we will get to play. When I listen.
And one thing with this fool favor understands in that very spot we stand, that very airport. A very airport we stand.
Yes.
Now the way Mr. Bia stand declare war, and Mr. Bia never even.
Mr. Bia no declare no war. That one one of the biggest Ambazonian propaganda lie, and I no go ever let any fool talk that nonsense from a corner and say they declare any war. Once again, Amber boys, drop your guns or we kill all winner. And I not talk say compromise, I not say neutralize. No, I say we go kill una. If you not drop una guns, una listen very well. Una problem, not even Pobia now, una problem na me. Una listen.
They like say there's some ballock they get them. They get some ballock. Now house I beg una help me.
the people they get some marshals with their blood. They get some ballot for their blood. Anything Congo, you hear Abo Bala and Congo. Yeah, that name. It shows that they get anything Congo.
My country people, them. Can you detect? Can you detect the frustration? Kawaya Nick, hello to you too, and good evening. I see you, and Biba Grace and the rest. Kame Peace, I see you too. My country people, them. When I detect the frustration, I show una the poster of today's live broadcast. Now the poster that, as I tell una, frustrated and confused amber fools. Now wait that when I feel here as a man begin it almost stammer, a bit confused and frustrated. But the best thing about it is that they have nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do. Because as they continue for talk nonsense, they don't threaten me to take themselves of the tire. Now they threaten Dr. Success, they go tire. They threaten Nambre. As this guy says it talk. He said they be Ivo, it be put Nambre for sale. I don't know if you now understand. They be don't already try for kill Nambre time and time and time again. Several times. They don't try for kill Nambre. And I know they talk to Cameroon military. And they talk Amba. Where they try for kill Nambre, they don't catch it, lock him. They don't do kind of thing for ye. So are there any other threats where when I go threaten Nambre where it pass the action where when I don't already demonstrate them for ye? Really? How una dull so Amber? How una stupid so? Time when I be catch Nambre lock and when I no be think when I say this so it go get some repercussions. Time when I can't catch person like me, like all the other victims, and when I torment them, when I terrorize them, when I no be think say it go get any repercussions. Really? All when I know for do now for type stupid message, put them for Facebook, put cross for money face, put them for Facebook. Now all that it means that when I don't win. Terrorism. Now all that when I sabi. Say when I must bully person, terrorize it, and it go succumb to una, and it do what we want them. Once in a while, even a 1 in every 1 billion, one man it go stand up to una. Now the reality that me I don't stand up. Nambre now it too don't stand up. Success Congo don't stand up. And a bunch of the black legs that they multiply, they know they reduce. Now the amber boys that they reduce, they know they add they know they increase in number. Amber boys that they decrease every single day in number. Now we, the black legs, that they increase. So now the next audio, wait, I go finish play this one and listen.
Oh Muna, sorry, Akere. Those two, they like they get some serious ballot for their gene, like seriously. And this one too, not just on good way, don't you can enter inside. They don't twinkly politics, they don't just twist the head. Like the public politics, don't twist the head. And I even notice if say that gritty way we greet that man, that occult greeting that. You now look at very well. Now look at very well for that.
Now the occultic greeting that on the screen where they talk about when man no gay, no other thing for talk. Of course, he go that talk trash. So I don't end the audio. Now the last audio, this one I go play about this Amber Fools them for today. A bunch of them still there. The audios are plenty. Now just say I decide for play. I just choose half of them for play. I don't really select. I choose half because I never want to make this presentation may be too long. When I listen.
My brother them una good morning for any play una day. Una no mind that pony long. I think say na frustration they worry pony long.
Nah, yeah.
I believe say pony long he work with IG. Now why that we see him he call manager say manager be frustrated. Instead I be frustrated because he know say when Ground Zero don't take total control for affairs of Amazonia, IG no will get any say again. And because he did for IG, he no will get any chop. He no will get money, he no will get bread for put on for a table for morning time. No mind in an idiot. What the IG don't do for this revolution? That's the IG don't furnish for our boys and for Ground Zero. What the IG don't do? Instead, IG, the only trying for eliminate good fighters. When you be, you no respect IG plan the kilo. When IG give order, you no respect an IG kilo. They still stand to the talk IG. Manager, no mind that man, a frustrated man, no mind he. He know what he don't lose for this revolution. He know what he don't lose him. He know house where we don't build him. He know cars where we don't get him.
So then he sit for diaspora, he make noise. No mind he a frustrated man. He get good luck say he did diaspora. If he did for Grand Zero, boys if we don't visit he.
Nice.
Chop picture, chopping the bushmeat. Idiot.
Okay, now yeah. So I decided to end this broadcast today on that note. Wait with that guy talk. It did talk to Paul. It did talk about Paul Nilong. Paul Nilong. Now it did inside that group as well. It say it did tell the manager for that group or whatever. Some guy with name. They say manager, no mind Paul Nilong. Now frustrated man. It say na idiot. It say what the IG don't ever do for this revolution. Then it go on for talk exactly what the IG don't do for the revolution. He say if a fighter they way it no take it no follow order from IG, they arrange me they kill the fighter. When no be me I talk him, my country people them. Na the amber fools themselves that they talk now. If I be tell when this thing 6 months ago, say now wait till this way they happen. Said the so-called interim government for Amazonia said that they kill Amber boys on the ground where they no be loyal to them. I sure say even when I there for year where when I been at staunch black leg like Peter Eno, like Florence Nightingale, and even Kawayanik, maybe Kawayanik would have understood because Kawayanik to be there inside Amber, he understand. But some of una where una there for here where una been a die-hard black legs them, I not even believe. I not even think, say when I for believe me, if I be tell when I say now the reality that now wait that way they go on the ground. Say Sako Ekome, the order, say me they kill other Amber boys them. Ayabacho Lucas, the order, say me they kill other Amber boys them. Akwanga Ebenezer, the order, say me they kill other Amber boys because on the ground they fight amongst themselves for control of territory. If me I be tell when I say that I not sure say when I say when I for believe me. So it oversweet as the Amber boys and sisters now them they can reveal the truth and the reality for now. My contributor. So now for talk about the avalanche effect. I don't even as I be know a few minutes ago I be Googled this video while we were listening to the audios them. So that video where when I see I'm on a screen now like a mountain peak, and that mountain peak it gets snow on the at the peak, and now an avalanche now something where if it be triggered by the tiniest little thing, by one drop of rain, if it trigger an avalanche. So I go play this video for una and then I go explain one or two things them as the video to play. When I see them for update right there, so they don't just drop like tiny little drops of like something. It could be a sound, it could be an echo, or something happens and then it start a small chain reaction. Okay, just one drop of rain or one drop of sand, and then when I see for this, so when I see as the ice, it don't start rush down the mountain. It don't start where they call them an avalanche, and that avalanche it can go for miles and miles. See, and the avalanche it come down this trough as well, this valley, and when I see all of this, so now smoke, ice, and hot, I mean cold air. When I see them. Now avalanche that could have been triggered by one single drop of rain, a raindrop, and anything in its path, it cover them. Water, it will go over, cover them. Houses, buildings, it can even cover another mountain depending on the size of the avalanche. So avalanche, now something where if it be triggered by the tiniest little drop of rain or sand, because if the ice, it was already sitting very delicately on the mountain peak because of the nature where the snow, it fall on the peak. If the layers, they not be compacted, and it was just, if it been as something where it just be vulnerable, but ready to go, it just need the slightest trigger. And when you get that slightest trigger, and then the whole mountain can come down, all the ice and all the snow and all the water and whatnot on that mountain will stream down in so much force and energy that destroys everything in its path. So that is what an avalanche is. And people, the way they understand, even when you do sciences, people, the way they don't do semiconductors, them when I don't do you know, if you do semiconductors, then P and N junctions, you know about forward biasing, reverse biasing. You connect a battery to the positive and the negative ends or whatever. Depending on how you connect the batteries, then it will cause a current to flow between the P and N junction. And one of the state there where when you do a reverse biasing, and then at a certain point, one electron it go pass from the P to the N junction or the N to the P. I don't really feel I don't forget me the whole this thing, but so when one electron is successfully passed through that P and N junction, it will cause that avalanche effect where all the other electrons and now they go stream through, they go follow that one electron, and then current it go flow through that P and N junction. So that one a bit of science for now as well. So why me I talk about avalanche and avalanche effect now? Because say when I get to understand the importance and the significance of what we do on Country People platform, and also where all the black legs that they do and our achievements them. So when we will start this de-radicalization efforts, when we will join using Kawa Yannick and whatnot, Kawa Yannick it be been at that one drop of rain on the mountaintop, because we don't see the vulnerable state at which Ambazonia be in, as the boys they be desperate. Because as I tell you now, this Kawa Yannick drop it guns now for March 2019 for March. So that is just about 9 months ago where Kawa Yannick drop it guns. And as I don't tell you now, Nambere be done already there for Nigeria. Not today, so Nambere be done there for Nigeria for more than 14 months. So by the time Kawa Yannick drop it guns, Nambere be done already there for Nigeria for about 5 months. They wait for promises the way they promise it, and the promises they no ever materialized. So Nambere be done already there in a vulnerable state. It be done there for the state where it just require that trigger and it go convert it onto our side. That avalanche effect. And once one Amber boy it drop a guns, and then nothing no happen for ye. No man no kill ye. And then they see him, it there for national dialogue, it talk boldly. They give you the honor for make it present the keynote speech. And then it there on Country People, it also produce its own content, it voice out the own opinions there, it talk publicly without fear or favor. And then the other Amber boys are seeing it. That video where I put them of Kawa Yannick on Christmas Day, today it don't get more than 20,000 views. I can guarantee you that at least 25% of those views na Amber boys or Ambazonians. What effect do you think that has on them? Psychological war. Just that alone, the psychological aspect. Okay? And then over the time, more boys them, the Ekoko Emmanuel, Ebako Solomon, and all the other ones them, they start to see the example of Kawa, and they start to understand say this. So if you drop your guns, maybe me too, or be like Kawa. If you drop your guns, no man no go kill you. Now they affect that where it get them. And then the avalanche effect, it happen when one Amber boy drop his guns. Then before you want to know, maybe even 2-3 months later, no man else no drop his guns, and then another one drop his guns. Before you want to know, 2-3 weeks later, 3, 4, 5 they drop their guns. Before you want to know, 5, 6, 7, 8 months later, you get 20 boys that go surrender themselves to the deal. Before you want to know, Prime Minister, His Excellency and His Royal Highness Dr. Dion Gute, a visit Boya, Kumba, Limbe, Bamenda, Mbengui, and then before you want to know, 20-something Amber boys that drop their guns in front of you. The avalanche effect is start for happen, and a chain reaction where nothing can stand in its way. Absolutely nothing. When I see him, as I don't show enough that video, nothing can stand in the way of an avalanche. If na building, it would bring them down. If na water, it will go over the water. If na mountain, it will go over the mountain if needs be. So now the avalanche effect, that way we don't start them. And now which that way all we for this platform we need for be very proud of, say whether you like it or not, the avalanche effect, the instigator, the chain reaction, the catalyst, where it start the chain reaction, the trigger where it start the avalanche. For Amber boys, the way they all drop their guns, and now where DDR Center for Bamenda and Boya, they be overcrowded. They get hundreds of boys in each of the DDR Center. We get for be very proud of ourselves for that initiative, for make Kawayanik the face, the name, and the embodiment and the voice of the disarmament process. We get to be very proud of ourselves. Any person where you don't ever see Kawayanik video, you share them. Now you get to be proud of this moment where Dr. Success Congo and Janambere, they don't drop their guns and now they advocate for peace inside Cameroon. You get to be very proud of yourself. You get to be very, very proud of it. If you don't ever watch Kawayaniki video, you share them, you don't ever like them, you don't ever comment, you don't ever post some good thing for congratulate or for encourage what way Kawayaniki do with the sensitization message where we will take upon ourselves for sensitize the world about which way they go on. Now you get to be proud of this moment. Maybe we'll not be directly involved in bringing General Nambere to Yaoundé, but we definitely be indirectly involved in the fact that now we don't sensitize every person for understand the disarmament and the de-radicalization process, for play a part in that aspect. So now we'll be now that drop, even now only one small drop on top of that mountain where it go destroy Ambazonia. It go start that avalanche where it go tumble down and then it go crumble everything in its path and it go destroy Ambazonia in a good way, because it go stop them killing our fellow Cameroonians them, and it go make sure say the boys they drop their guns them and they get a new life. So now wait that way we do, and we get to be all very proud of ourselves. Say the state of Ambazonia where it is in now, in total confusion, total frustration, and total disunity, and total collapse and failure, this catastrophe where Ambazonia day in now, we played a major part in it. And another day we can do another presentation where I go try to explain in my own personal view on how we don't impact the Ambazonian revolution to put them in the state where they are in right now. But we could do that one another day. We'll make that presentation for now. Another day, I contribute them. But in the meantime, we'll go rest today because we too don't try. And I want to go chop my kowata gari before the night is finished. My contribute them. We'll see another time.
Hail, hail, hail the Kumkumasa, we the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror, and your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.